All right, so this is a suggestion via a donation. The name of the song is "Sleep Now in the Fire." All right. This is coming from the band Rage Against the Machine. Let's go and check this out immediately, see what this takes us, guys. Also, we have the lyrics pulled up just in case we need them, guys. Is that Giuliani? Okay, shall not play on Wall Street. They play on Wall Street. Is that real footage? Real footage. Who wants to be filthy?
The world is my expense, the cost of my desire. Jesus blessed me with its future, and I protect it with fire.
Okay. So this is definitely going to be about some type of greed, guys. If we're on Wall Street, potentially that's that's what's happening here, guys. Jesus has blessed me with its future, referring to the world, and I will protect it by any means necessary, regardless of whatever it may come from, guys. I'll protect it with fire, guys. Let's continue.
My desire. Jesus blessed me with its future, and I protect it with fire. So raise your fists and march around, just don't take what you need. I'll jail and bury those committed and smother the rest in greed. Crawl with me and
I think the perception that he's coming from, at least, is going to come from the others, like the ones who are basically lording over everyone else. Is kind of what I'm getting from here, guys. He says, "I'll jail and bury those committed." It's pretty easy to do that because even if they're standing outside, you may not like their overall message. You can come up with something, tyrannical, basically, to do to them, to the individuals that are in fact protesting. You can make loitering a crime specifically in this area immediately, and then penalize all of them. These are the overlords for the most part. Then he also goes on to mention here, "I'll smother the rest in greed." So for those individuals who are not actually paying attention to the actual plight of the overwhelming masses, let's say. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and give you commercialism. I'm gonna give you, overspending on nonsense. I'm gonna give you a fashion industry. I'm gonna give you all these things, materialistic nonsense to basically coddle you or pacify you, so you don't stand up. Because if you do stand up, I'll make up something that'll send you to jail. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from that line there, guys. It's incredibly strong.
so raise your fists and march around, just don't take what you need. I'll jail and bury those committed and smother the rest in greed. Crawl with me into tomorrow, I'll drag you to your grave. I'm deep inside your children and betray you in my name.
Like, if you don't like the way things are, don't worry. We'll destroy you. We'll make your life inherently miserable.
Hey, well, sleep now in the fire. Hey, sleep now in the fire. Is my expense, the scope of my desire. The party blessed me with its future, and I protect.
Oh yeah, this is like a documentary. I think this guy right here is famous. You may not see him specifically in this rough cut here, but he is to the left. I think this is a documentary filmmaker, guys.
With fire, I am the leader, the Peter, the Santa Maria, the nuisance, the rapist, the fields overseer, the agents of orange, the priest of Hiroshima, the cost of my desire.
Whoa, how many people live on less than $1 a day? Is what it says here. 1 billion people. I honestly would probably say it's more than that. Yeah, I'd probably say it's more than that because there are some countries where the average, net household income of citizens are, bro, $150. This is the reality of the times we're in, guys. All right. So $1 a day, I would say those countries are worse than the other countries, right? But yeah, there are in fact people who are living off of less than $1 a day. Definitely. right now.
Avoidance, the priest of
More than a billion.
Hiroshima, the cost of my desire. Sleep now in the fire. Hey, hey, sleep now in the fire. Hey, hey, sleep now in the fire. For it's the end of history. It's caged and frozen still. There is no other pill to take. So swallow the one that made you ill. Maria, Rosita, La Santa Maria, the nuisance, the rapist, the fields overseer, the agents of ownage, the priest of Hiroshima, the cost of my desire to sleep now in the fire.
Guys, I'm not even sure that a band like this could actually, exist in our modern times. I'm not sure. Everyone is too coddled, right? I mean, the more that we get, the less likely we are to fight against a system that is harming a gigantic portion, of the United States of America. I would definitely call these individuals establishment. I don't care what party they're in; they're just establishment individuals that are completely fine with taking donor money and keeping the country, as it is with no health care, right? While legitimately having ingredients in food that are banned in overwhelming majority of the rest of the world, guys. Okay, all these things that help preserve the food are normally generally terrible to consume. What I mean by this is I live half the year in Spain, the Kingdom of Spain, right? And I am generally 45 pounds less than I normally am in the United States of America, basically eating the same exact food. There's generally no difference in my overall diet. It is just that the food is better. Same level of quality. And generally, wherever the food is better, they tend to also care a lot about their citizens' health, guys, right? So in the United States of America, where you eat food, everyone eats food, they gain weight. The obesity crisis basically persists because it could be in anything, any and everything, okay? And that's an issue. Then obviously these individuals are generally going to get sicker than other people, end up in the hospital, where you have to basically get rid of your life savings to save your life, right? While other countries basically have already realized that it is probably in the best interest of the country specifically to maintain the health of the citizens. And that's important, specifically if you want your country to succeed, if you want your country to survive. I mean, being that we are kind of coming up to our like 2.1, we're basically 2.1 on the birth to death ratio. We are in fact losing here, guys. Okay, and if you know that, that should say that we need to keep more Americans alive. Just a thought here. All right, so maybe healthcare isn't the big bad boogeyman that honestly only the establishment points out, and it's crazy because people will fight to the end of times to not allow healthcare to come to this country. Like, it is easier to search for countries that don't have universal healthcare than it is to search for countries that do have universal healthcare, guys. So just keep that in mind here, all right? It is what it is. You can argue it in the comments, but if you generally say anything against it, trust me, anything that you say against it is in support of the establishment or corporations, guys. The corporations don't want it. Why? They'll lose money. The insurance lobby is going to lose a lot of money if that ever happens. That means also big pharma will also lose a lot of money. The same medicine in the United States of America may be 1,000 times more expensive than it is just crossing the border to Canada. Yes. Explain why something is $20 there and $1,000 here. The same thing. All right. So again, I'm like anything you say to that could be valuable should not be against the concept of giving healthcare to the overwhelming masses. It shouldn't be. All right. Other countries do it. We are the richest country in the history of the planet, guys. But all right, let's fight in the comments, guys. I'm there for it. But in the meantime, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. This is my lightsaber. Hey guys, you guys subscribe to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd, along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Oh, also, Mr. L. Boyd Discusses. Guys, check it out. And if you haven't heard it today, you're amazing.